When you finally get a new job after looking for months and months of getting a job interview and actually getting that job, you know in the back of your mind, you're leaving behind all those good coworkers you had at that last job. And it's often a sad feeling. Remember how, like in school, when the last day of school comes around and everyone's like cool or like nice and everyone's like a vibe, like you talk to anyone and everyone is just good, fun to talk to? It's kind of like that, but like you know, with your coworkers, they're not leaving. They're stuck at that job because they weren't able to find a better paying job, a better job, and other means, right? Like for me, I had 4 or 5 coworkers that I love to talk to at my last job. All these people I have left behind just because I wanted a better job and a better position for myself. And I think everyone feels that when I get a new job. Because when you get a new job, you are happy that hey, I can meet new people and I can get more money or so on and so forth. But when you look back, everyone's sad. Like, man, I'm gonna miss you. Man, you should stay. You should stay at this job. But no, you have to leave because you know a better opportunity is waiting for you once you leave this job. And oftentimes you would try to text that old coworker or old coworkers, and the vibe is not the same. The same text back and tenacity is not there because your interactions are only memories. They're not continuing. So I think that's why many people stay at their jobs or stay in the same position just so they won't have to experience that emptiness when you leave a job, but also the fulfillment of actually getting a job in this bad economy. Um, like for me, again, those same people that I talk to are no longer talking to me because I only mainly talk to them at my job because every day I'll go to work. We all be tired. We all be complaining about the same boss. We all can be complaining about the same workload and the same pay. Talk about this and this and that. Man, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit. But I actually quit though, and it's like everyone's like, "Dang, cuz, you really quit like that?" I was like, "Yeah, man, I got a new job." And the very last day before I left that last job was I'm gonna take Friday off because I have a job interview. If I don't come back, that means I got the job. And I never came back after that day. That day, I went home and I was both excited but also empty because I was like, I never felt this freedom before. Because I had 2 weeks before my last. Well, I had 2 weeks before my new job would start because it was during like Christmas and they had like electrical issues, so they took days off um for the repairment of the power, but also for the holidays. So for 2 weeks, I was and trying to enjoy myself after not having to get up for work. It felt weird. Um, but I think a lot of people still stay at their last job because they want to keep that same friendship and tenacity that they had at the last job and fearing what might come for a new job. Because with a new job, because with new people and new attitudes, new friendships, of course, but also new bosses and restrictions that you're not wanting to encounter, but you encounter them. So, with another sense of me talking about this, when people stay at their jobs, they have to center their life around that job in terms of every event that happens in their life. They talk about it with their coworkers. Every relationship they had, they talk about their coworkers, and so on and so forth. and they end up becoming like family to you. And you don't want to leave family because it's like a band-aid. You don't want to rip it off. You want to keep it on there because it's comfortable. So you often find reasons why you stay at the job. Oh, um, the new job is too far away. Oh, I need this next check. Oh, I can't take any time off. Oh, my car's jacked up. I can't go any farther. And it only takes one application, that one good application, and you'll be out the door. No one wants to take that. I don't understand how people stay at a job for 20 years, 15 years, 10 years at the same pay, and yet the bosses get raises or celebrate how the company made another 10 million this year, another 20 million this year, and that same coworker that's the backbone of that factory or that place is making the same pay as a new person or making less because new people can come to a job and they end up making more than the old head that was there for months. Now, at my last job, um, the old head was making more than everyone else. He was there for I think 7 years or 6 years, and he was making I believe 17 an hour, and we were making 13 an hour. And I was like, what? I'm doing the exact same job he is, but yet I'm not getting the same amount of pay he is. Yet, what happened is I'm working at the same position he is. He taught me everything. He ended up having to go to a different factory across the street just so he can work in that same machine that I'm working on at this other factory that I'm working at. And I'm making the same pay. So I voiced my concerns, and they said, oh, okay, you just gotta do this, and that, and you'll be able to get that pay. But I realized they weren't gonna give it to me because I think 2 weeks or a month before I quit, they end up giving people who weren't the regular workers $16 an hour. And I was like, what? Let, let me get that. Let me get that 16 an hour because me and my friends were working in a certain position to where we weren't normal workers, like as factory workers. We were like the people who were supplying the factory workers, such as I was making bags for them to put them in boxes, and my friend was creating the boxes for them. And we weren't normal people that were just tracked every day. And I'm thinking, why aren't we getting that pay raise? And I'm not sure what they said, but we weren't able to get it. So me and my friends went back and forth complaining about, man, this job ain't ish. They don't care about us. This job ain't ish. They give us 15-minute breaks. They don't give us any time for PTO, so on and so forth. But yet, the people who are higher ups, they always go on vacation. They always have a smile on their face because they know they're getting good money. And yet we are struggling every week just to pay our own bills, trying to enjoy our lives, but we can't because of the low pay, but also the lack of free time we get out for work. Because after work, you're often tired. You don't want to talk to nobody. You just want to eat and get your little drink, fall asleep, and then wake up. And then once you wake up, you realize, dang, I gotta go back to the same job that I was complaining about. I say 16 hours ago. And it's like the only band aid to that job are those coworkers. Those coworkers are the reason why you stay at that job. And when I left that job, man, it was both a happy moment for me. They were like, "Yeah, man, you got a new job, man. I'm proud of you." At the same time, it's like, "You should stay, cut. You should stay. Like, we need you out here." And I was like, "Yeah, you need it. You need me, but like, you got it though. You know what I'm saying? Hold it down when I'm gone." I'm not sure what I'm talking about. All I know is that my last coworkers the last coworkers I have their social medias. I know what they doing, so I have that part of them with me. But man, those are some good friends. Just like the last day of school. I think I'm gonna end it here. Ciao.